Most Americans are repelled by the mere notion of homosexuality.
The dating capital of the world. It's the dating game.
Incredible Ibiza weekend.
Penis and vagina.
Cuts and gender.
Fluid, trans, matters of gender diversity.
Yeah, genitalia.
Many of us feel really confused.
My gender identity is non-binary. My gender expression is more masculine.
Gender. Gender identity.
The trans community.
Gender, not transgender.
Transgender. Murders of 3 transgender women.
The victim was attacked because he's gay.
LGBTQ citizens.
The Trump administration wants to legally define transgender out of existence.
The transgender movement.
People who identify as transgender people.
I am transgender.
People that date trans people are really sort of secret.
Gender is
Who are we attracted to? And why? Social norms tell us who we can love and how we can dress based on whether we are a man or a woman. We define and separate ourselves with words like gay and straight, or male and female. But what does it all mean? There are people all over the world who do not fit into these narrow definitions. Consequently, they suffer hate, violence, murder, and suicide because of the public's lack of understanding.
She's got dick.
We are rapidly moving forward into a new age and beginning to define our own preferences.
And I identify as gender fluid.
I've always been very expressive.
I'm a trans girl from Ireland.
How can we understand the science behind this spectrum? Producer, writer, and director Luca has pieced together 28 years of first-hand experience.
There is a whole world beneath us that most of us probably aren't aware of. We look at everything through the lens of, is he gay or is he straight? Are you male or are you female?
What are you doing, bro? I thought you were straight. She's got dick.
And I think we need to be able to depart from our traditional ways of looking at things if we want to look at the reality. When I started this documentary, I began because I wanted to find out about trans issues, but I began to realise that this was a much bigger picture and a much bigger story than I ever imagined and I ever envisioned.
Straight men are attracted to trans women.
There are men all around the world who are very attracted to feminine males and transgender women.
I identify as being straight, but I'm attracted to femininity, whether that's transgender.
People that date trans people are really sort of secretive.
Trans people are left isolated, where men are afraid to publicly acknowledge their attraction to them.
Heterosexual cisgendered men will only engage with trans women in the dark.
Men don't give themselves a chance to love me. And if they do, they don't act on it because of their family and reputation. It's so painful.
How can we understand this and change it? First, we must travel through a dark and ignorant past, understand our present way of thinking, and imagine the power of our future. We will attempt to put the pieces together. We'll look at the bigger picture of what we understand as gender and sexuality.
The gender binary is being questioned more than ever before, redefining gender as we know it.
We are experiencing a gender revolution.
Well, transgenders.
Can we crack the gender code?